Good morning, everyone. Welcome, board members and guests, to the Wednesday, October 27th, 2021 meeting of the South Placer Regional Transportation Authority. We welcome the public to in-person participation. In addition, remote teleconferencing participation is available to board members and the public pursuant to the provisions of Government Code Section 94953(e) due to the COVID-19 state emergency proclamation and recommendations for social distancing. There will be multiple opportunities throughout this meeting for public comment. After I open an item for public comment, those joining us by the Zoom meeting webinar can signal they wish to speak by clicking the raised hand button on the middle bottom of the Zoom webinar window. If you are joining over the phone, you can press *9. SPRTA staff will call out individuals one by one who have indicated they wish to speak. For those joining us in person, you are welcome to come to the podium. We ask that anyone making a public comment state their name and city of residence. You will then have a maximum of 3 minutes to speak, and we will notify you when your 3 minutes are up. If you experience technical difficulties and are unable to provide public comment during this meeting, please email your comment to Sol V. Sable, our clerk at ssabol@pctpa.net. Under board action, because this meeting is being conducted via teleconferencing, all votes will be roll call votes. Board members, we ask that you state your name prior to making a motion or seconding a motion for the record. Once an item has been removed and seconded, I will request the clerk to call the roll. And my name is Jim Holmes. I am the chair of the SPRTA board. Please stand for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Let's see what. We're moving item G to the beginning of this agenda. SPRTA board will be adjourning to closed session pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.8, conference with real property negotiators. We'll be moving into conference room A. Conference room A.
Can we do a roll call real quick?
Oh yes, we need a roll call. Excuse me.
That's okay. That's okay. Broadway.
Here.
Holmes.
Here.
Howdeshelt.
Bruce Howdeshelt, City of Roseville, here.
Joyner.
Here. All right. All right, thank you.
On the closed session item, I'm sure there aren't, but just to make sure.
Is there a public comment for this item? I hear none.
Thank you.
Check cyberspace.
Yeah.
Okay, the board has just returned from closed session. I'll ask council to report out.
Yeah, the board met in closed session on the items on the agenda. There's no reportable action. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now we'll move to the approval of the action minutes of June 23rd, 2021.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Joyner. Oh, I was looking at these numbers. Second by Broadway. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Broadway.
Yes.
Holmes.
Yes.
Howdeshelt.
Yes.
Joyner.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. Item D, agenda review. Is there anything on the agenda that anybody wants to add, subtract? Okay,
Staff has no changes recommended.
Without objection, we'll move to item E, public comment. Is there anyone here or online that wishes to ask the board on any item that's not on the agenda? Hearing none, we'll move to item F, regional transportation and air quality mitigation fee allocation request for Atlantic Street westbound I-80 ramp. Mr. Hoyt.
Thank you, Chair. Today's action is
to approve a request from the City of Roseville for $50,000 from the Regional Transportation Air Quality Mitigation Fee Program, otherwise known as the SPRTA Fee Program, for the Atlantic Street westbound ramps at Interstate 80. The fee program was updated in 2014 to include this project at a total cost of $4.5 million. Caltrans and the city previously entered into agreement to address the existing traffic backup on the westbound on-ramp at I-80 and Atlantic Street. And they are currently under construction to widen that on-ramp to include an additional mixed flow lane, as well as a high occupancy vehicle lane or a commuter lane. The program actually received substantial cost savings when Caltrans and the City of Roseville entered into agreement to deliver this project. Roseville was in charge of leading the environmental document, and Caltrans, as a result, decided to pick up the construction cost for this. So to date, we've allocated $600,000 to the City of Roseville for the environmental document that has been completed, and Caltrans is actively in construction on this project with anticipated completion in the fall of 2022. So today's request is for $50,000, as I mentioned earlier. The monies will go towards the purchase and installation of traffic signal equipment that can communicate with existing signal equipment within the Atlantic and Eureka Road corridor theirs today. Part of the city and Roseville's agreement is that Roseville maintains the signals and operations at those signals within that stretch of the interchange, and so therefore they're asking SPRTA for $50,000 for those for the purchase and installation of the equipment. The SPRTA Technical Advisory Committee concurred with these recommendations at their October 12th meeting, and that will conclude my presentation, but I'd be glad to take any questions.
Alrighty, any questions, comments from board members? Seeing none, anyone from the public? Seeing none, I'll ask the board to take action.
Move approval. I'll second.
Moved by Hausevelt and seconded by Broadway. Will the clerk please call the roll? Did I say it right?
Broadway. Yeah, I'm Broadway. Yes.
Broadway. Broadway, Holmes,
Yes.
Howdeshelt,
Howdeshell.
How to show. Yeah, I.
Joyner.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimous.
Alrighty, thank you. Now we get to go to another, one of my favorite items is item H, AB 361 remote teleconferencing.
Deanne Gillick, General Counsel. Just want to renew the recommendation that the board meet with the hybrid teleconference meeting requirements consistent with AB 361, and I'm available to answer any questions.
Okay, any questions from board members? Seeing none, anybody from the public? Seeing none, I'll ask the board for a motion.
Move approval.
It's moved, there's a motion and a second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Broadway,
Yes.
Holmes.
Yes.
Howdeshelt,
Abstain.
Joyner.
Yes.
Motion passes with one abstention by Howdeshelt.
Yeah, and I just reviewed the JPA rules. You know that some of your votes require unanimous vote, but this procedural is not a requirement for unanimous vote. So if there's any questions or concerns with the vote, I just reviewed the rules, and it is something that passes.
Okay,
So thank you.
so we're okay. Right.
Otherwise, we're gonna have to wrestle with Bruce.
Yeah, tie him down. Yeah. Okay, now, thank you, board. Now we'll move to item I, Executive Director's Report.
I have nothing to report on today, other than those items that were mentioned in the regular PCTPA meeting.
All right, thank you. Board directions to staff?
None.
Seeing none. Item K, there are some informational items for you. Our next regularly scheduled SPRTA board meeting is December 1st, 2021. And without objection, I will adjourn the meeting. Thank you, everyone, for your kind participation.